Hello, hi everyone. Very good evening to all of you. All right, I hope you guys can see my screen. Everybody, font is fine. Cool. So today we will be doing problems. Okay, so let me just share the agenda. So today we are going to do problems on 1D array, and this is going to be the agenda. First, we will see 4 5 problems in today's class. The first code that we will be trying to do is remove duplicates from an array. The second one that we will be doing is that position insert. Okay, I'll tell you what are these problems. So the idea is that first I will tell you the problem, you try to solve, and I'll give you some time to solve that. Okay, and then depending upon how many people have done and whatever you have done, I'll tell you the solution, or I'll tell you the approach first, and then if you're not able to do, then I'll discuss the solution. Okay, then after we have done position insert, we'll do maximum contiguous sum array. This we will be doing it via cadence algorithm. This is a very popular algorithm. For all the code I will be doing, right, all the code that I'll be teaching, I'll also cover a little bit about the code complexity of the solution that we have had, because code complexity is an important thing, right? Then we will see merge sorted arrays, and in the end we will see best time to buy sell stocks. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Agenda clear, everybody? Okay, let me. Okay, so let's start with the first problem. So the first problem is, please, for your benefit, I'd say that please do not see the solution. It is there in your material, but do not see it. We will try to build our problem solving skills. Okay, in this. So let me comment all this. The first problem, removing duplicates, what you have to do is that consider I give you an array, and this is a sorted array. Okay, say this is the array that I have given you. Okay, and to this what you have to do is that you have to remove duplicates. Got it? Now in a lot of languages, and that's true in Java as well, so array cannot be the size of the array cannot be changed. Okay, so once it is declared, it is that. So what you have to do, there are two constraints over here. First constraint is that all the operation needs to be done in place. Okay, so when I say in place, what it means is that you cannot create a new array. All right, this is the array. In this array you have to remove the duplicates, but you cannot create a new array. In this array only you have to do that. Okay, and because the size of the array cannot be changed, so we'll have these many numbers. So what you have to do is that in the answer we will only be checking, say there are 1 2 3 4. Okay, say there are only four numbers which are unique, right? So what we'll do is that just have your array like this: 1 2 3 4, and after that whatever is there in your array, right, 1 2 3 4, whatever is there, let that thing be over there. No problem. Okay, so sorry, let that thing be over there, that's not a problem. The only thing is there, when the compiler will be checking the solution, it will only check the first four indices of the array. Okay, why first four? Because if we are having four elements, four unique elements. Okay, so similarly, depending upon the number of unique elements that your array is having, only those many positions will be checked. So make sure, say there are nine unique elements, so just make sure that your starting nine positions are having the nine unique elements. Question clear, everybody? Okay. Would you like to try it? So the output would be something like this. Okay. The output. Can you try this, please? Okay. You tell me how much time do you need to try? In the chat, quickly. How much time do you need to try? Guys, okay, 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. What I'll do, I'll give you 15 minutes. Okay. Try till 8:30. And if you're done before that, that's cool. Just send the function over here in the chat. Please do not copy it from the material. I will know if you do. Okay. So please do not do that. And yeah, let's so at 8:30, I am giving you time till 8:30. Try doing till then. If you're able to do, well and good. Otherwise, I'll discuss the solution. Otherwise, anyway, I'm going to discuss the approach. So yeah, and while discussing the approach, I will that will just be a hint. I'll give 3 4 more minutes after discussing the approach for the people to try if they haven't tried it yet, or if they were not able to do that, and then I'll tell the final solution. Okay. Okay. Okay, in the interest of time, I will have to discuss the solution. Okay, so see how it works. Notice that in every so first of all, first element will always be unique, right? So it'll be the first occurrence. All that we have to do is that we have to keep only one occurrences of all the elements. Okay, so say this is the input array. I'll tell you, this is the array that we have got. Every time what we will start is that we will start comparing from second index. Okay, so we'll start comparing from here. Every time what we are going to do, we are going to compare this to the previous element. Okay, so 2 will be compared to the previous element. So say if this is I, so every time you have to compare I with I minus 1. All right, so what you will do, if arr of I is not equal to arr of I minus 1. All right. So see, say this is I. So what is I minus 1? Quickly in the chat, what is I minus 1? Which element is at I minus 1? Correct. 1 is at I minus 1, right? So, and both of them are not equal, right? Both of them are not equal, which means we already have this one as, and yeah, one more thing, okay? Let's create a variable which will point to the unique values which we have already encountered. Okay, the the unique value variable will tell you that till which index is your answer. Okay, as simple as that. So say we have a variable called a unique val. So what should unique val initially point to? Anybody in the chat, which index will it initially point to? It will point to 0, right? Why? Because this one is this one is definitely a unique value that we have got. Okay, so unique value will be 0. Now if arr of I, which is this, okay, it is not equal to the previous one, so can I say that till this index, till the index of 2, we have got unique value? Can I say that, yes or no? Okay, so in that case what I'll do, unique value plus plus. All right, so once you have incremented the unique value, so unique value will start pointing to the new thing. Okay, but before that what you have to do is that you also actually you do the increment over here, and then just make sure that your array is also being formed correctly. Okay, so I'll just do why am I writing nums, I'll just do arr of I, or let's not do arr of unique value is equal to arr of I. Why am I doing that? So let me do a quick, but before that, before I do a quick dry run, did all of you understand how is this working? Anybody who has not understood? If there is anybody who has not understood, then I'll do a dry run and I'll explain how is it working. Otherwise, just I'll write the full code and I'll just run and I'll show you. Anybody who would want me to explain why is it working or how is it working? Okay, all right, cool. So, let me just run it. So, what I'll do is that let me comment everything. I'll just need this one, okay, this much block of code. Say I create a variable public static remove duplicate and it will receive an array. Let me first paste this code, then we'll think what needs to be done. Okay, so we have pasted this code. All that we have to do is that first we need to have a unique value which will point to the first unique value which we have, or the last unique value that we are having. Then what we'll do is that for int I is equal to 1, I less than arr dot length I plus plus. This way we will traverse all the elements of the array, and at every index we will compare if that element, the current element that we are traversing, if it is unique or not. Okay, that is what we are doing over here. Let me just see if this should be fine. Yeah, looks fine. Okay, in the end, what we can do, there are two things that we could do in the end. Okay, either you can return this new either you can return this arr over here and you can catch it from main, or what I'll do is that I'll just print arr over here. Okay, for int I is equal to 0, I less. So I'm gonna print it just till unique val. Okay, I don't want to print it all together. You can print the entire array also, not a problem. And system dot out dot print ln, and I'm just printing this function I've created. Now, when I want to call this function, do I need an object to call this remove duplicate function, or do I not need an object to call remove duplicate function? What do you guys think? Correct, not needed. Why is it not needed? Why don't I need an object? Correct, because it is static, right? This method is static. To call a static method, you do not need an object. So what I'll do is that I'll just do remove duplicate, and I'm gonna pass an array. All right, I'll be creating this array over here. Int arr is equal to, okay, let's have array like this. Let's run and see. What is the invalid method declaration? Return type. Oh, okay. I didn't mention the return type. Void. And yeah, there was this one more error, right? Okay. Semicolon. Yeah. Okay. So see, it printed 1, 2, and 3. Why didn't it print 4? Let me check. What do you guys think? What could be the problem? Let me debug. So my see, let's do a quick dry run of the problem that we have. So my unique value is 0, and what every time I'm going to do is that initially it will be 0, then it'll then we'll not do, then unique value will not be incremented till here, right? Then once we reach 2, unique value is going to be incremented to 1. Okay. And once unique value over here, it becomes 1. So over here in array dot unique value, we'll put ARR of I. So at this point, this 2 over here is going to come over here. Okay. So on. So when this comes, so our unique value becomes 2. And when this comes, our unique value becomes 3. Oh, got it. Got it. What's the problem? It has to be equal to the unique value because unique value is starting from 0, right? Unique value is giving you the index. It's not giving you the count, it is giving you the index. So this is the the correct array that we have got, right? These were the elements and I only want, so these were the first four elements which were non-duplicate. Everybody got it? The solution is clear, everybody? The solution is there in your material, so I'm not sharing it, but I hope the solution is clear. Okay, cool. So, now we'll do one more problem. For this problem, I'll give you exactly, say, 10 minutes. What you have to do in this problem is that um you are given an array and the elements are sorted. Okay, you are given a sorted array. Say 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 50. Okay. What I'll give you is that I'm going to give you a key. Okay. And you have to tell me the position of the key. So what is the key? It is one element. I'll give you a number and you have to tell me at which position is the number existing. So say if I give you 5, so you will give me 3. 3 is the position, right? 0, 1, 2, 3. Array indexing starts from 0. So 3 is the position. And say if I give you 9, all right? So 9 is not present over here in the array. So what you have to do is that you have to give me the correct position of 9. Got it? So what should be the correct position of 9? Correct position of 9 should be over here, right? After 8. So in that case, we will return 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will return 6. Okay. So say key is 5. So output should be 3. Key is 9. Output should be 6, right? Got it? This is what you have to do. You have to tell the position at which the key is existing. If the key is not existing, tell at which position should it exist so that the array remains sorted. Remember, you are given a sorted array. Okay. I hope the question is clear, everybody. Cool. Get started. Sharp at 8:50 we are going to check the solution. Okay. 2 minutes remaining, guys. Quickly wind up your logic, whatever you have written. And whatever you have written, please put it down in the chat. I want to see what you guys are writing. Okay. Anybody? Let me see. Okay. Abhinav has pasted the solution. Okay, Abhinav. I got it. What's the correct solution? Okay. Anybody else who has tried? Anybody, whatever you have written, that's fine. Only Abhinav is trying. Okay, no problem. Let me share the screen. Screen is share. I mean, let me share the solution. So, see, what is happening is that you are iterating through the array, ठीक है? So, whatever number you are expecting, consider कि ये जो पहला number हम लेते हैं, ठीक है? One is the number. There are only two situations that either this number is equal to the target, okay, or let me write over here. There are three ways, okay? Say you have a number, num, or let's say ARR of I. There are three options that can happen. Option one, uh, ARR of I is equal to target. अगर ये हो जाता है तो बहुत बढ़िया, कुछ भी नहीं करना है. All right. In this case, just return I. Option two is that कि the number ARR of I is not equal to the target, ठीक है? So वहां से actually we have two options, either 2A और 2B. 2A ऑप्शन क्या हो जाता है कि ARR of I जो है, मतलब हमारा जो एलिमेंट है, that is actually greater than the target. Okay, or let me say that's actually less than the target. All right. So see, for example, consider this situation when the key is 9. Okay. So sorry, why am I telling target? By this I mean key. Okay. So say this one, your key is 9. So consider you are over here. Okay. And actually, there are only two options where we'll be able to reach the answer. Either, so say 9. So we'll come over here. It will be less, or yeah, maybe let me do this. Okay. If ARR of I is less than the key, what you have to do is that you have to just continue. Okay. Just check the other element, the next element. Now, option 2B is that ARR of I is actually greater than key. Okay. So say key we wanted to find 9. We came over here. 8 was less than key, right? So we did plus plus I plus plus. So we started pointing over here. Now this was greater than key. So can I say that this is the correct position of key? If I have not found the target or if I have not found the key, can I say that this is the correct position of key? Yes or no? Can we say that? Guys, are you following? Okay. 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 So let's try to code these three situations. Okay. So what I'll do is that I'll paste this comment over here so that it's easier for you. So see, whenever I go for interviews or whenever I'm coding and I get a problem that I have to solve, and either I know or I don't know, whatever it is, how do I do it? What I do is that first I write whatever is going on in my mind, and first I try to make like a flow chart. Okay, this is not exactly a flow chart, but this is the options that we can have, and from these options I try to reconstruct or I try to construct the code. Okay, that is how you solve a problem. So let's say I'll be removing this code. Okay, so let's say public static find position. This is one array that we have. In this, what we are going to do, say we have a array arr, and then we have a element key. Okay, so first what you have to do is, let's run a loop and let's check every element. Okay, so if int, say I is equal to 0, I less than arr dot length I plus plus. Okay, now what you're going to do is that, let's have the ideal case first. Okay, so say ki you got the target. Okay, so say arr of I becomes is equal to key. Okay, let's make it static int. Let's say that it is returning the position. Okay, in this case what should I do? If my element is equal to the key that I'm looking, what should I do over here? What will I do, guys? I'll just return that index, right? Now else, we don't even need to write this part. Okay, this just continue. Okay, it's just going to the second iteration. So if nothing matches, if the if condition is also not matching or anything is not matching, anyway it's going to continue. Okay, anyway it's going to go to the second iteration. So the next thing that we actually have to check is that if we are coming to else, okay, then definitely we are sure कि we have not got the element. Okay, so else if my element at I becomes greater than my key, in this case also I'll return I. Correct. And in the else, in the final, I don't even have to write final else. Okay, in the end what I should do is that, hmm, yeah, I guess this should be fine. In the end what we can do is that we can just do return -1, maybe just to be on the safer side actually, but we don't even need this -1. Let's check. Okay, I have to update the code also, right? Find position. Let me just print whatever this is returning. I have to find position of, which number do you want me to find the position? Any choice, anybody? Let's start with maybe 3. Okay, let's see what do we get. Oh, okay. If you write code it doesn't run in the first attempt, do not worry. Okay, that is how it works. 3, yeah, so the position is 2, right? Consider I say 6. 6 we do not have, so what should be the position? So this is 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 should be the position of 6, right? So say I write 6 over here. Let's see if we get 5. And yeah, we get 5. Okay, this is the code. Everybody understood how is this working? Okay, all right. So let's have a quick 5 minute break. Once we are back, we are going to talk about this maximum contiguous array, merge to sorted array, and best time to buy and sell stocks. Okay, let's have a quick 5 minute break. I'm going to pause the session. See you all sharp in 5 minutes. All right, I hope you guys are back now. A quick thumbs up, show on the chat, anything? Okay, thank you, thank you. ठीक है. Okay, let's get started. Okay. So the next problem that we are going to talk about is maximum contiguous sum array. Okay, that is done using Kideen's algorithm. We'll discuss the algorithm later. First, let me just tell what's the problem. What you have to do is that consider I am giving you an array. Okay, whatever is the array, some random elements, 1 2 4 1 2 0 4 5 9, something like this. Okay, you have to tell me that which part of the array, if you consider, with that you are going to get the maximum sum of the array. Okay, consider that you're having both negative and positive integers in the array. So let me add some negative integers. Minus 1, minus 4, sorry, minus 4 and minus 5. Okay, so you have to tell me that which all elements should you select so that you get maximum sum in the array. Okay, the element selection that you will be doing should be continuous. You cannot pick and choose random elements. You cannot change the position of the elements. This is how you are going to choose it. Okay, you just have to tell me that what is the maximum sum that you can get from this element, from this array. Okay, see if I give you example, if we sum up all the elements, okay, so it will be 1 plus 2, which is 3, 3 minus 5, which is minus 2, plus 2, which is 0, 0, plus 4, minus 5 is minus 5, okay, plus 4, minus 5, minus 1, and then there is 9, okay, so you get 8. But, so yeah, we get 8 over here, and I guess in this case, 8 is the final solution, okay, or maybe 10, okay. 8 till here we got 8 and then we added 10, so we got 18. Okay, if we add all the elements, we are getting 18. But if I just add 9 and 10, so I'm getting 19, right? So my maximum sum should be 19, maximum contiguous array sum. Okay, this is what you have to do. You do not need to tell me which elements you are going to add. Okay, just tell me what is the maximum sum that you can get from this array. Question clear, everybody? Anybody who's not clear with the question? Anybody who would like me to explain the question? Okay. Can there be a subarray of one element only? Yes, Abhinav, there can be a subarray of one element. No problem. Okay. There is no limitation on the number of elements that you should have. It can be one also. No problem. Okay. Quickly get started. Okay. So there's another question. So if we don't add 10 in the array, then 9 alone should be biggest. Yes, Abhinav, correct. If we do not add 10 in the array, 9 alone can be the biggest element. Okay. So in that case, 9 should have been the answer. I hope I answered your question. Okay. Please start doing the question. I'll just give you 10 minutes. We'll discuss the solution at 9:22. Okay, 10 minutes are over. Whatever you guys have written, could you please paste it in the chat? Whatever you guys could come up with, that's absolutely fine. I just want to know. ठीक है, thanks Abhinav for pasting. Yeah, okay, good. Abhinav, I guess you would be getting the result. But it's giving 12. Okay, we'll check that. Just a second. Mm, I'm not really sure, Abhinav, why do you have that last condition? Any particular reason why do you have that last condition? Okay, I get it. Why are you having it? Okay. Okay, let's try to understand how to approach this problem, and then you guys tell me what do you think about it. Okay? Let me just open Jamboard. So see, whenever you get a solution, okay, no problem. So see, whenever you get a question right, or whenever it is a solution, whatever it is, try to see what are the different outcomes. Remember for the previous example, the way I had shown you कि ठीक है ऑप्शन ए ये हो सकता है, ऑप्शन बी ये हो सकता है, ऑप्शन सी ये हो सकता है, ठीक है, whatever. Now let's say कि you got an array like this: -2, -3, 4, -1, -2, 1, 5, -3, ठीक है. So to solve this, we will be solving it via Cadence algorithm. What that algorithm says is that have two variables, okay, maintain two variables, which is max so far, ठीक है, विच मीन्स कि जहाँ तक भी पहुँचे हो, सपोज यहाँ तक पहुँच गए, ठीक है, तो यहाँ तक कितना मैक्सिमम है तुम्हारा, ठीक है, मैक्सिमम सो फार, एंड अनदर वेरिएबल दैट यू हैव टू मेंटेन इज मैक्स, मतलब वो ग्लोबल मैक्स हो गया, ठीक है, कि पूरे एरे का विच इज द मैक्सिमम एलिमेंट. अभी करना ये है कि जब भी तुम्हारा मैक्स सो फार इज ग्रेटर देन मैक्स, जस्ट अपडेट मैक्स. दिस इज एज सिंपल एज दैट, ठीक है. So, very simple question. Let me show you. So, say we have a loop. Okay, in loop we will run from I is equal to 0 till n. Okay, the length of the array. So, it's starting from here. Okay. So, max so far is nothing but उसके पहले का जितना भी max हुआ plus the current max. ठीक है. So, let's say कि इसके पहले initially what should I initialize it to? I should initialize it to 0, right? So max so far is nothing but max so far plus the current element, okay, say ARR of I. तो अगर हमारा I यहाँ पर है, so what is my max so far? It is 0 plus -2, which is -2, okay. And maximum जो है, this maximum value, we will keep it to integer dot min val, okay, minimum min value. ओके, बिकॉज अगर हम इसको जीरो दे दें मैक्सिमम, इन केस इफ वी हैड गिवन जीरो एंड थिंक दैट ऑल द नंबर इन योर एरे इज नेगेटिव, सो ऑलवेज यू विल गेट अ नेगेटिव सम, ओके. So in that case you would always get ki maximum sum is zero, right? And you don't want that. Guys, are you following it? Following? ठीक है, okay. Okay, let me okay, so initially our I is over here and हमारा max so far is over here. Every time, see, I'll write two lines. We'll just do those two lines and it will be done. Okay. This is your line number one. And एक और condition we'll check, but I'll check it later. and this is line number 2. If max so far is greater than max, ठीक है, max so far is kind of your temporary max जिसमें हम सब एरे का मैक्सिमम स्टोर कर रहे हैं. Now if that is greater than your पूरा global max, what should you do? Update max का value, ठीक है. So max should be max so far. ओके, सिंपल, बस ये करना है, कुछ तो बड़ा नहीं है. ओके, एंड बस एक चीज़ और बचती है कि मान लो हमारा जो मैक्स एंडिंग ईयर है, ठीक है, मैक्स एंडिंग ईयर है, इट इफ इट बिकम्स नेगेटिव. ओके, सो इफ मैक्स सो फार इट्स बिकमिंग नेगेटिव. ओके, सो व्हाट डू वी डू? छोड़ देते हैं उस एरे को, राइट. लेट्स मेक इट, इफ इट इज लेस देन जीरो, let's make let's say that our max so far is equal to zero. Okay, this is what our code is. तो हमारा कोड तीन ब्लॉक में डिवाइडेड है. Okay, this is block 2, this is मेरा block 3. Okay, this is what we have. Now consider that this is the array that you have got. Let's do a quick dry run and let's check how is it working. um, give me a हाँ, ठीक है. Let me just zoom out a bit. Yeah. Is the font too small, or I hope the font is fine, guys? ठीक है. Okay. All right. So let's do a quick dry run. I'm doing a dry run because this is a bit complicated, ठीक है? But एक बार समझ आ जाएगा, so the code will be very simple, ठीक है? So at any point, this we already covered कि ये -2 है, तो हमारा max so far becomes -2. Okay. Now max so far, is it greater than max? It's not greater than max. Yeah, sorry, it is greater than max, right? It's greater than max. Our maximum is max integer dot minimum value. Okay, that is the maximum that we have got till now. So what we'll do, our max will be updated to -2. So our max will become -2 now. Okay. Now our max so far it is less than 0, right? तो उसको हम 0 कर देते हैं फिर से, right? We do not want negative integers because वो उसको बस हमेशा it will keep if your max so far is negative, it will keep reducing your elements. ठीक है, it will keep reducing your sum. Then what we'll do is that I plus plus will happen. So I will point over here. So now our max so far is 0, right? So it becomes 0 plus -3. So this is no more -2. This becomes -3. Again, we'll check max so far. Is it greater than max? No, right? Hamara max is -2 and max so far is not greater than -2, right? -3 is not greater than -2. That's fine. Okay. So this is only our max, the max. देन वील चेक मैक्स सो फार नेगेटिव है कि नहीं. येस, इट इज नेगेटिव, तो वो फिर से जीरो हो जाएगा. ऑलराइट, सो मैक्स सो फार बिकम जीरो. अभी फिर से व्हेन आई स्टार्ट्स पॉइंटिंग ओवर हियर, सो वील रियलाइज कि ये मैक्स सो फार तो हमारा जीरो है ही, प्लस आई एम एडिंग 4. एवरी टाइम सी व्हाट एम आई डूइंग इज दैट कि न्यू एलिमेंट को ऐड करके मैक्सिमम जो है, इज इट इंक्रीजिंग और इज इट डिक्रीजिंग. ठीक है, अगर वो इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो ठीक है, लेट इट बी एडेड. इफ इट इज बीइंग डिक्रीज्ड तो मैक्सिमम सो फार को फिर से जीरो कर दो. वी डोंट वांट दैट टू ऐड दैट एलिमेंट. तो मान लो हमने 4 ऐड किया ओवर हियर. सो नाउ आवर मैक्स सो फार बिकम्स 4 and then max so far is greater than max. ठीक है, so our max also becomes 4 and max so far is not less than 0, right? It is greater than 0, so you're not resetting max so far. Our max so far is still 4. Got it? And तो ये वाला जो एलिमेंट है ना, इट इज टेकन इन आर मैक्स सो फार. फिर हमने -1 किया, सो मैक्स सो फार ये -1 हो गया, विच बिकम्स 3. ओके, नाउ योर max so far is 3 but your maximum is 4, so it's not, nothing is happening. So this also got included. Okay, then it started pointing over here. Of course it was pointing over here before as well. फिर यहाँ पे -2 हुआ. Okay, so your max so far became 1. It is not greater than max, so max is not getting updated. ठीक है, max is still 4. And max so far is not negative, so this is also not being updated. So this means 2 also got included. Then we had 1. Okay, so to this 1 was added, so our max so far became 2. Okay, nothing happened, so this also got included. Then we had 5. Okay, so 5 got added. Okay, and ऐसे ऐसे करके so you get your final result. ठीक है, so see, once you add 5 to it, 2 to 5, if you add, you get 7. Now you come over here and your max so far is greater than max, तो हमारा maximum हो गया 7 in this case. Okay, and if max so far is less than 0, ये वाला केस तो वैल्यू वैलिड ही नहीं है. एंड अभी तक नोट्स आर सम इज 7, एंड देन फिर वी टेक -3. ठीक है, सो -3, 7 -3 विच गिव्स यू 4. नाउ मैक्स सो फार इज नॉट ग्रेटर देन मैक्स, सो एंड एरे भी खत्म हो गया. So the final max that you have is 7, and which is the maximum sum of this array. Everybody, did you get it? I'm going to rush a bit now, okay, in the interest because of time. We still have 2 more questions to cover, and we only have 27 minutes. But did all of you understand this? Okay. I'll give you a good article from Geeks for Geeks in which they have very beautifully explained this. I took this example from there only. I really liked this example. Okay. So, this over here, it is the solution of this. Now, let's quickly discuss the second question. The second question is merge two sorted arrays. So I'm sure you guys would have done this, right? In merge sort, once you have done the sort, the merging part is remaining, right? How do you merge two sorted array? I'll not give a lot of time to this because this has already been covered in merge sort. I'll tell you how it is done. We'll give more time to buy and selling stocks. Okay, that is a very common question. So say, let me check that. Do you have a sorted array or do you have a non-sorted array? Yep, this we have done. We are giving two integer arrays sorted in non-decreasing order. Okay, got it. So say you have got two arrays. This is A and this is B. Okay, both of them are sorted. So over here your elements are 1, 5, 9, 8. And over here your elements are 2, 3, 6, 7, 11. These are elements. Okay. Now you have to sort it. You want a merged sorted array. The first thing is that you have to create an array AB which whose size should be sum of size of these two arrays, right? So इसका कितना size है? 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here, 4 over here, so it's 9. So so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have got 9 places. Now for this you will need 2 pointers. Okay, so let's say I and let's say j. So I will be pointing to the elements of the first array and j will be pointing to the elements of the second array. This the same thing you have already done in merge sort, that's why I'm doing a bit quickly. Okay, so हम क्या करते हैं, we take an element from the first array and we compare it with the element of the second array. Okay, so a of I is 1 over here and b of j is 2 over here. Okay, so what we are going to do is that every time, and we will also have a counter कि कौन से counter for this new array कि कौन से element पे कौन से index पे you need to paste it. Okay, you need to put that element. So say initially the counter is 0 because initially you will be putting it in the 0th index only. What we'll do is that कि दोनों में से whichever is smaller, that will come over here in the new array, right? That will come first. So in this case 1 is smaller, I'll put 1 over here. Now notice in the array A, one element is already covered, right? So फिर जब दूसरा iteration होगा, then I should point over here. I should point to this index. ये जो second element, second array है B, in that none of the elements are covered, right? So none of the elements have been seen, none of the elements have been added to the array. So we are not going to increment J. So I is pointing over here, J is pointing over here. Now A of I becomes 5. So check. Which is smaller? B of j is smaller, right? So this will be added over here and j will be incremented. We'll do j plus plus. So j will start pointing over here. Again, b of j becomes 3. So 3 is smaller than 5. So 3 is coming over here, okay? And j is again incrementing and it's pointing to this index, which is 6. The value is 6. So this is 6. Now a of I is smaller than b of j. So a of I gets added over here. So 5 gets added and we do I plus plus. So now I is pointing to 8. Okay. Now abhi 6 gets added over here and j plus plus is happening. So we have 7. Now you have 7. 7 is also smaller than 8, right? So 7 gets added over here and we do j plus plus. So we have 11. This is 11. Okay, and in I you have got 8. So I1 is smaller, so it will get added over here. We'll do I plus plus. So I starts pointing over here. It is 9 and it is 11. So 9 is smaller, 9 gets added over here. Okay, and we do I plus plus and so on. Okay, and see what can happen over here is, say we have a lot of elements, right? There's 13, 15, 19. So once either of the arrays are over, okay? Suppose you covered the entire first array. So now you don't need to check, right? Just put all of these things over here, right? Put everything which has not been covered over here. Got it? This is same as like you were doing in mod sort. Clear everybody? This solution? You just need two pointers, and in the end what you have to do, all the left out elements just put it in the new array, because they are already sorted, right? Making sense? Making sense, all of you? Okay, great. Now the next question that we'll do is, just give me a second, guys. Yeah, sorry guys. So the next question that we are going to do is best time to buy and sell stocks. Okay, so what the problem says is, let me go to the problem. So consider that you have been given an array of prices. Okay. So this 7 says that what is the stock, what is the price of that stock on this day. This one says on this day, 5 stays on this day. You have to tell me that what is the maximum profit that you can get. Okay. So how can you get the maximum profit? Buy the lowest you can, sell the highest you can. Okay. This is what you have to do. Please do not see the solution. I'm giving you 10 minutes to think what you can do, and we'll start discussing sharp at 9:50. Okay, everybody is clear what needs to be done? Question is clear? Okay, let me explain again. This array that you have got, this is the array of prices. Okay, so on 0th day 7 is the price, on first day 1 is the price, on second day 5 is the price, on third day 3 is the price. You have to tell me when you should, actually you do not have to tell me when you have to buy, but the idea is you need to decide when you should buy the stock and when you should sell it so that you get maximum profit. Okay, now is it clear? From this array, tell when you have to buy, when you have to, don't tell me when you want to buy, when you want to sell, just tell me the maximum profit that you can get. Okay, that is what you have to, please quickly try it. All right, was anybody able to solve it? Put down the solution that you have come till now. It's not necessary that you should have complete solution. Empty, like, partial solutions are also fine. Just share the solution. I'll get a better understanding of where you guys are facing the problem. Okay. Let me meanwhile explain what this question demands. Okay, just give me a second. Mm, yeah. Okay. So see, you have been given a list of prices, right? So let's say whatever is the price, we do not care. Um, let's have the prices which are given in the example only. Okay, this is the prices that you have given: 7, 1, 5, 3, 6. Now consider this day, okay, the 0th day. On this 0th day, what can you do? You can only buy, right? You cannot sell right now. So let's say that on the 0th day as in 0th index, the minimum price at which you can buy is 7, right? This is the minimum price at which you can buy. So what we are going to do is that first we are going to have two values, okay? In one value we will store the minimum. What is the minimum stock price, okay, in that range? In another value we are going to store max difference. Max difference is nothing but the profit that you can get, okay? So consider you buy a stock somewhere over here, okay, somewhere over here. So you can sell it only on the right indices, right? Only on the prices on the right indices. If you have bought stock on, say, on the fourth day, you can only sell it on fifth day, sixth day, so on, right? That is what you can do. So what we'll have to do is that we will have to create a variable min to keep it, and we'll have to have a variable max difference. Okay. So let's see how can the code work. Uh, oh, just a second. Oh, I did not close this now. Let me, yeah. Let's have public static int max get max profit. In this, suppose we have got a prices array in which we know the price on each day. All right. So first, what we'll do is that we'll have a minimum value. We'll initialize it to integer dot max val. Okay, I'm not sure how do you exactly write it. Just a second. I integer dot min val in Java. Okay, integer dot max value. That's how you write it. Okay. Okay, so there is one. I can either store integer dot maximum value or whatever is the maximum price that you can have. Okay, maximum range of price, whatever you can have. I'll store that. And then there is int, say profit or maximum difference, whatever. This is the profit. Let's have it 0 for now. Every day, what we have to do is that. So for int I is equal to 0, I less than prices dot length I plus plus. So every day you need to find the minimum value. Okay. So minimum will be the minimum of either the current minimum that you have or the prices of I. Okay. Like either that value on that day or previously. Okay. So you just need to keep a track of which is the minimum value. Okay, which is the, so see, when can you get the maximum profit? When you buy at minimum and sell at maximum, right? And then what we have to do is that we have to find the maximum profit, which is the difference between the current price minus minimum, right? So what is the maximum profit? Consider that you have some minimum, okay, some minimum in the previous half. Say we found out, let's say over here, okay, 7, 1, 5, 3, 6. When we have come over here, this is the minimum, right? This is 1 is the minimum. If I is over here, what is the maximum profit that it can have? It is the current price minus the minimum, right? Either this, or if you have found some maximum profit earlier, okay, that whichever is maximum of that, that is the maximum profit that you can get. So max difference is nothing but the maximum of the, consider that you sell it today, that minus the min value when you would have bought, or the max difference. Just like how you find the what we did in Kadane's algorithm, right? It is something very similar. Then okay, and then we are going to do this for entire array, and then just return max difference. All right, let me just quickly run it and show it to you. So I will use the solution which is I'll use the question, the prices which is given in your material. So 76431. Okay, or in this I guess there aren't any transactions. Let's have 71534. This is what we have. Okay, let's print it. Let's see what do we get. Oh, okay, okay. Max difference I've written. Max diff. Yep. So the output should be 5. Got it? Clear, everybody? So see, what will happen is that this is your array. Okay, this is your array. So you're buying on day 2 when the price is 1. Okay, and if you buy on day 2, you can sell uh, on day 5 where the price is maximum, which is 6. So your profit becomes 5. Got it? Clear? So this is how we are getting 5. I hope the question is clear to everybody. Any questions? Okay, cool. So, yeah, this is what I had to share for today's session. In the next class, we are going to talk about 2D arrays, but I would highly encourage, even if you have understood whatever I taught in today's class, please make sure that you go back, you practice these problems, go to lead code, find similar problems, practice it, okay? And it's not like that you have to do it in Java, any language in which you are comfortable. If you were comfortable with JavaScript, okay, do it in that. In interviews, they do not mention that you have to code in this language only. You can code in any language, okay? Any questions, guys? Anything that you'd like me to discuss? Okay, then. Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot, everybody. Good night. Over to you, Ritik.
Okay, thank you, Soumya. Okay, hello everyone. Okay, I have very less questions to discuss today. First of all, I'm seeing that you are like already getting the idea of arrays, and you already solved a lot of questions. So that makes like the assignments even more easier. So let's quickly go through the questions. Right, let's quickly just see the questions what they are, and I guess you all will be able to do it. I'll just try to discuss it quickly. Okay. Okay, so I have two questions for today. So one is, so this is a easier one, in fact. So one is you're given an unsorted array of size n, and it can contain both positive and negative numbers. What you have to do is, which will look something like this. What you have to do is you have to segregate them. So the order will remain same. You have to put all the positive numbers at the start, all the negative numbers at the end of the array. Okay. Okay. Did you try this, or were you able to do it? Is anyone having doubts on this particular question? Yes. No. No doubts. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Okay, I don't see any doubts. Okay, let me quickly tell you the approach for this one. So what you can do is you can take an additional array, which is again of size n, and what you can do is you can put all the positive numbers in that array. Like you can traverse this array, put all the positive numbers in that array, right? And it would be in the same order since you are traversing this array. So all the positive number would be put in the same order, and then you can again retraverse this array to put all the negative numbers, and again it would be also maintaining the same order as it is in the original array. So the result array will have the same order of positive and the negative numbers as it is there in the original array. Okay, sounds plain and simple. Is the approach clear, everyone? Okay. Okay, so this is the solution for the first problem. Let's quickly go to the second one. Okay, so there are a lot of solutions for this one. I'll try to share a very easy one. I'll in fact try to code it out. Okay, so what this question is asking, that you have to find out the longest length, right? You have to find out the length of the longest subarray. Now what a subarray is, actually subarray is any consecutive part of the array, right? So the array is, let's say this, so anything like 716 is a subarray, 16 is a subarray, even in fact even a single digit is a subarray, in fact 6 itself is a subarray, right? So anything that is contiguous is a subarray, right? So now what you have to find out is a subarray which has exact sum as k. Okay, so okay, first of all, how many of you try, do you have any doubts on this one? This, no, not tried. Chalo. Okay, this one I'll try to solve. Okay, so there is a good, very good approach for this one. Let me share this. Okay, I'll just write to the major part. You can define the functions and all those things. So what you can take is okay, let's start with the function. Okay, let's start with the function. Let's take it in Java style. So let's call it as sub array, and let's say the sub array gives you int a, which is the array. You also get the size, and you get a k, which is the final sum that you want to get. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll keep 2 points. One is the start point, which is I is 0. Other is the end point, which is j is 0. Initially my sub array is starting from 0, which is also ending at 0. And I'm trying to find out a sum, which is initially 0. Okay. So I have a array, sub array, which is starting at 0, ending at 0, and the sum is also 0. Okay. And I'm taking a max length, which is nothing but integer dot min value, or you can even take this as 0 because this is the length, so we can take this as 0 as well. So both of them would work. Okay. Now my sub array can extend till n, so I can run a loop till my j is less than n. My the end point of the sub array is less than n. I can keep on taking the numbers into my sub array. Okay. So I'll take sum is equals to sum plus whatever is the current sum, and I'll add the current j. So what I did, I took a loop which will go up till n. Okay, my j is starting from 0, so I'm adding the current j index value into the sum. Okay. Now there are three scenarios. Either this sum can be larger than the sum that I'm looking for, it can be lesser than, or it can be equal to. Okay. Now let's say if the sum is, first scenario, sum is less than the sum that I'm looking for. Okay. Right. So what I can do is I can simply say move forward. Right. Go to the next number, add it. Maybe we can find out the sum is equal to that or not. Right. Second scenario, if the sum has become equal to k, that means, okay, the sum is less than, just a second. Yeah, sorry for that. Okay, so there are three scenarios. First, sum is less than k, so we can simply say go to the next number, add it. Now, if the sum is equals to k, that means we have found our sum. So what we can do is, this is the max length that we are looking for. So we can simply say find out the maximum between the length that we have, or right, maximum between the length that we have, or calculate the length. Now can anyone take a guess what is the length that what is the current length? If my subarray is ending at j and my subarray is starting at I, what is the length of the subarray? So yeah, if the sum is equals to k, then this is the subarray. My subarray is ending at j, starting at I. So what is the length? The subarray is ending at j, starting at I. What is the length? J minus I. Okay, how many numbers are there between 5 and 10, including 5 and 10? How many numbers are there between 5 to 10, including both 5 and 10? Is it 5 or 6? 6, right? So how many numbers? So it is 6. Why? It is 10 minus 5 plus 1, right? If I include both 5 and 10. Similarly, how many numbers are there between j and I, including both j and I? How many numbers are there? J minus I plus 1, right? Yes or no? Same logic. So the same thing I'm going to use over here. So the length of the subarray is, my subarray ends at j, it is starting at I, and we'll add 1 to it. Okay. Now since we have added the current like we have taken the current number into the sum, we can increase the j as well. We can say okay, let's move the j forward. Okay. And then we will have a last scenario where the sum would become greater than k. See, the first scenario is sum is less than k, so we can't do anything. We don't have anything that we can do. We can just say that increase our subarray's size. Right? We took 7 and let's say the k is 10 or something. So they did not match. So we'll say let's take the next number and see if we can get the subarray. Let's take the next number and we'll keep on adding the next number. If the sum has become equal to k, then we are telling okay, let's find out the maximum length, right? If yes, if this is the new max length, we'll store it in max length and we'll move to the next number. Okay. And third scenario is if the sum has become greater than k, right? Now what we need to do, we need to remove the numbers from the start, right? We need to remove the numbers from the start. So we'll keep on removing while sum is greater than k. Until sum is greater than k, we'll keep on removing the numbers. Now how do we remove numbers? So first is I'll decrease it from the sum. Right, I'll decrease that number from the sum. Is there anything else that I need to do? There is one more step. Can anyone take a guess? When subarray was starting at I removed the I. Next, what I need to do? Do I need to change I? If yes, by how? How do I need to change I? See over here. Take a minute. Try to take a guess. So my subarray was starting at I. It was ending at j. So now I added j. Now the subarray sum has become greater than the k. So I'm telling let me remove numbers from the starting. So I'm removing numbers from the start. So I removed the a of I. Next I'll remove which number, a of I plus 1, right? So should I move the I forward? Should I do I equals to I plus 1? Will that work? My subarray has moved to the next iteration. Yes? No? Got it? Doubts? Okay, so what I'm doing, see, I had a j. See, here I took the j as sum, right? Now, if the sum is less than, then okay, equal, we did. Now, if it has become greater than k, then what we have to do? We simply have to decrease this. See, we added 7, we added 1, take it became 8. We added 6, so it became 40. Let's say the sum that we were looking for is 10. So, only way to decrease the subarray is remove element from the start. So, that's what we are doing. Until when we'll remove? Until the sum is greater than k. If it has become equal to, then also we are fine, right? So if the sum becomes equal to k, then we again find a subarray. If the sum has become equal to k, then we again find a subarray. So what we can do over here, we can again do these two steps, right? Okay. In fact, this step j plus plus we need to do every time, right? We need to do increase it every time. So we can just move it outside as well. So if the sum has become equal to k, then we know that okay, this is our subarray, which is equal to which sum is equal to k. It is ending at j. This is the current iteration where we are. It is starting at I. I we have moved forward. Now I is no more at 0. It has moved forward. Right. This is the length. Okay. After this entire loop is done running, we'll find out the max length and we can return that. If there is no sub array with the matching sum, then we'll end up returning integer dot min value. Right. Okay. Now the question is here. It is not mentioned what we have to do if we do not find. Uh, right. So the question mentioned that you have to return 0 if you do not find or something. So you can take this min length as 0 initially, right? The question may also ask integer return the minimum integer if there is no such sum. So you can return integer dot min value. Okay. What this? What the logic? Clear? Yes. Okay. Okay. So this was it that I was trying to discuss. Okay. I see that you all are doing a lot of questions, so that will help you understand. Activity in the feedback form. It's giving error while submitting. Okay. Just try to submit it after the session. I think it should work fine. Or just try to like just do it right now again, and see it should work fine. Okay. So I see you all are doing a lot of questions, so that will help. As again, as Somesh stated, try to solve more questions on sites like LeetCode. Go there, see similar questions tagged with arrays, right? Uh, Tagged with arrays. Try to solve more, right? And it will help you a lot. Okay. link contains. Okay, I'll put this. I'll put this and see if it can be useful. I'm putting this with the team. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Have a great day. Solve more questions. See you again. Yeah. Bye bye. Take care.